All right, this is Bob Maloney, MMA News, and my man Greg White. Like Greg has a fight coming up at fight 42 on 28 in Harrington, Delaware. Greg, man, how you feeling, brother? It's good to see you. You're less than 2 weeks out.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I feel pretty good right now. Feel better than I did my first fight, So just at class right now, stretching and stuff before we get ready to start around 7 o'clock.
Well, listen, I got to see you fight, but we really haven't had a chance to talk. So, give me a little bit about your background. What did you do growing up? What made you,
Oh, Chip, doing an
train?
interview.
What made you want to fight?
I kind of always, been a competitive guy and interested in, like the martial arts. But about maybe like 3.5 years ago, I started doing jujitsu. My father-in-law owns a gym here in Greenwood, Delaware, called Delaware Grappling. And, I just started doing jujitsu. And I mean, at that time, I think I might have been around maybe like 330 pounds. So, MMA really wasn't, in my future, really, it seemed like. And when I got around, I started dieting, losing weight, got around maybe like 280. And that's when I hit up Brad Dalton for the first time, maybe like a year and a half ago, which but even then I didn't know that you had to be 265. So, and, I decided to start training on my own because basically, our gym is just a little small jujitsu gym. So basically, I get a couple of training partners here and there, but overall, I'm the only guy that does MMA. So I'm pretty much just training, watching videos, just pretty much doing everything on my own right now. So, I just started training around when I was like 280. Then, now I'm like 250 and, in better shape. So, I'm able to fight right now. So, I feel good.
So mixed martial arts has been a lot for you then. So you've basically had, a body transformation. Are you continuing to go look to go lower than 250, or are you happy where you're at now? What do you
Well,
make it?
right now, yeah, right now, I mean, I still got plenty of fat on me, if you watch any of the videos of my fights. So, I want to keep losing until, I'm in until I feel good, my body looks good. Like right now, I'm thinking about maybe 205. Like maybe like, when I'm in the, I want to be in, really good shape. So I have to see how that looks. Right now I'm at 250, but like I said, I still have plenty to lose, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm thinking maybe in the future, maybe 205 would be where I'm looking, a goal where I'm looking to get to.
Man, I wish you nothing but success because you got a lot of power for a heavyweight. I can't imagine how much power you would have if you got down to 5. That would be a lot of fun to watch, man. But I'm really happy to know that. Man. That's a great story, man. Because you know what, your mixed martial arts is helping you live a longer, healthier life. When you think
Yeah.
about it, you know what I mean? Because now I'm sure your heart is thanking you and your lungs are thanking you every day because
Oh
you
yeah.
muscles, man. So you're really not even getting out and training with anybody else. You're doing everything in the gym.
Yeah, basically everything in the gym. I got a buddy who used to wrestle in high school, comes in and help me every now and then. I got another buddy who had maybe some boxing experience a little bit. He might have helped me here and there, but I mean, for the most part, literally, I'm like watching YouTube videos and learning striking moves. I mean, it's only so much you can do without a sparring partner. So I get a little bit of sparring in here and there while I can, but yeah, it's kind of funny though, because guys come in the gym and watch me strike and be like, "Hey man, how long you been striking? Who taught you this and that?" And I'm like, I'm pretty much just, I guess maybe a natural, because I mean I'm doing it all pretty much on my own right now. So you know,
Why don't you make a deal with me? Why don't you take the trip one day? And there's a lot of open mats. Why don't you come up one day on a Sunday and hit an open mat up here and get some workout? I'd love to invite you to one of the many places around here that opens their mats on a Sunday and you can go in and get some work in. I'd love to have you, man. Seriously, that would be
okay,
a
oh yeah, yeah. I mean that sounds like a plan. I don't do much. I don't really do too much on Sundays anyway right now. Until just set it up and I should be able to make it.
well. Let's get through your fight first, and let's talk
Okay.
about that. Do you know you're fighting a guy named John Michael? Do you know anything about him, or are you just going to go in there and say, you know what? I don't care what his name is or what he does. I'm John. I'm Gregg White, and I'm going to take care of business.
Um, the only thing I really know about him is he trains at Method MMA, and so happens to be, where the first guy I fought, Mike Turpin, You know, I guess they're training partners. So, you know, it's going to be kind of good there. You know, kind of like a little revenge type thing. But Mike's a good guy, and nothing but respect for him. So I'm sure as John being his buddy, I'm sure he's a good guy too. You know, I don't really get into too much of the trash talking or this or that, but I just try to stay calm and just control what I can control. You know, I try to do a little research if it's there, but I mean, I don't think it's really too much on him. You know, I looked around a little bit, but
it's still early in your career. You know, you're not fighting guys that have a lot of film out
oh
there.
yeah.
As you progress, you'll find more and more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like with the first couple guys I fought, they haven't really had too much MMA experience. So, I mean, I try not to look at too much about it because I know if you look at my first fight, I got way better since then. I think, in my opinion. So, I don't really want to focus too much on the first fights, and they might be, way better, have more tools in their toolbox. So, it's kind of hard to go off of when it's their first fights.
That's awesome, man. Listen, so Gibbs, before we go, Greg, once again, I'm talking with Gregg White. He's got his third fight coming up, Stellar Fights, and I'll be there live. Can't wait to see him do his thing. Give some shout outs, some loves, or some thanks to anybody who's, helped you along the way, even if it's not in the gym, who's offered you some moral support, somebody that's going to be there cheering for you to get your arm raised.
Yeah, probably my father-in-law, Kevin Allen. He owns the gym. He helped me, pretty much along this whole journey, not just, in the gym, but outside the gym as a man, as a good Christian man, just, everything, he's just like everybody in this gym, it's a small gym in Greenwood, Delaware, but, it's like a family atmosphere, all the big gyms is cool, but, this gym is like it's like family, I can ask any one of these guys for anything and, they'll be there. So, all my teammates.
That's great. It's great to have that extended family, Greg, man. I can't wait to see you do your thing. Best of luck, with the final preparations and your training camp. I know you don't have to cut weight, so you don't have to worry about getting rehydrated. But listen, it was great to finally talk to you and hear your story. And in the future, I definitely want to get together and get you up here over here on an open mat training with some guys, and just for another experience, man. I think it would be great.
Oh yeah, I look forward to it.
All right, my man. Pleasure talking to you.
All right, have a good one.
You too.